Well, Jaden, it's so great to see you again. It's been a while, actually. It feels like I haven't seen you or let alone talked to you since Lord knows when. So that's great just to see you again. Glad to see you, and I'm glad we're back. And I'm glad you're all here. Welcome back to Across the Board. It is Wednesday evening on April 1st, April Fool's Day. Did you play any April Fool's pranks with anybody, by the way, today? Or were you just like me and were
Um,
just like,
no, not really. No. I, I I was going to, but I forgot to tell you I said go right now. So
is that so?
yeah,
You're going to leave me?
yeah, on April Fool's.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah,
That looks
fine.
fun, buddy.
Yeah. But
Oh
hey, I'm
boy,
glad to be here, man. Glad to be here.
I am too. We've had a lot of great stuff, a lot of sports over the past couple weeks, and some good news. We are going to the SEC college baseball tournament, so
Yeah.
I am hyped about that. I am pumped and cannot wait for us to be there. So we will definitely enjoy ourselves there.
Yeah.
But
We'll
on
talk about that.
today's,
Talk about that tomorrow. But that
for
race
sure.
is probably gonna be wide open this year.
Oh yeah, for sure. But on today's menu, on April 1st of 2024, oh 2026. Whoa.
What I was about to say, where in the world were you?
Whoa.
We're going back 2 years. I mean, this is wow.
Oh, brother. On April 1st, 2026, today, college basketball Final Four preview and kind of talk about some finishes over the past week for college basketball. Then we're going to go to the NHL with some news out of Vegas that I am so thrilled to talk about, Jaden. I mean, super thrilled if I say so myself. And then
Yeah.
we will close it off with our recap and preview of this week's PGA Tour event, the Valero Texas Open.
Hmm.
So I am pumped for that. But I say we hop right into it. Jaden, what do you say?
Do it.
Let's do it. So I think it's fair that we go to the Elite Eight,
Hmm.
okay, and we just marvel over one of the greatest game winners in March Madness. Okay.
Lots of game winners though. I mean,
You,
whole
you know
thing.
what makes this so great, Jaden? Duke does it again. Houston last year and UConn this year. But you know what's even better? Okay, listen to this. I happen to be scrolling and I found a video from 2 weeks ago of Shire talking to his guys about an in-game situation. I want to say it was Toronto and Phoenix or Chicago and Phoenix,
Hmm.
and he's explaining to them, "All right, well, what'd you notice here?" And they're talking about the in-game situation. They're preparing, and they still managed to lose. Like it
Yeah.
just builds on itself. It is absolutely incredible what we witnessed. But man, UConn, Dan Hurley, you can never count that guy out. He isn't one of my brackets to win the tournament, by the way.
Mm.
Not the one in our pool, but I did have him. Like, just as Dan Hurley, so much experience. But man, what a way for that game to end. I want to get your initial reaction there, kind of your thoughts after this game.
Uh, Incredible. I mean, there's few words to describe really what happened. Choke job, by Duke would be one of them. They had that game wrapped up 19 points. You can't lose that. What was it like?
They're up
One
19.
seeds up 19 or more points, or like 15 or more points, or like 136 and 0 or something like that. And Duke is the first one.
And you know
I
what
mean,
makes it? What if I told you Alex Caravan was only going to have 5 points this game?
I would have believed when if you would have told me that Duke won. Uh,
Did you see?
Kind of
I
funny.
don't know if it was true or not, but I thought I saw something where they already posted the odds for Duke and Illinois. And they already posted the odds for that game. Man,
I,
just it's crazy.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, honestly, Duke should have won that game. I mean, I'm not a Duke. Like Duke should have won that game. I mean,
They should.
easily.
There's no question. It's like I tell you, it was great too. Like not to get too far more off track, but I just love the comments after. It's like all the Duke fans then wanting a tech at the end for player like on the floor, and then the whole like simple as this: you can't choke a 19-point lead. How? I mean, you
Yeah.
have the game, and they
Yeah.
sold that one. But that
Yeah.
was an insane ending. But I do want to talk about Arizona for a moment
Hmm.
because Purdue, I genuinely thought was going to win this game after the first half. They'd taken control,
Hmm.
and Arizona just said, absolutely not. Like, that's not happening. And they absolutely dominated in the second half. Ko and Pete had 20 points in this game, and they outscored Purdue 48-26 in the second half. They were 46% from the field, 90% from the free throw line, out rebounded Purdue. They turned the ball over less. Purdue turned it over 10 times, Arizona 6.
Hmm.
Just kind of felt like Purdue handed this game to Arizona, handed it back to Arizona, I should say.
Yeah. I mean, they basically did. I mean, but we know what Arizona can do. I mean, we know how good they are. Um, Probably the best well-rounded team, but they were going against a team in Purdue that has been hot, that came into the tournament doing the right things, and I mean, just playing great basketball. And I wouldn't have been surprised if they would have won this game, because that's just how good Purdue's been playing. But at the same time, I think it would have been somewhat of a surprise if Arizona would have lost. Like it wouldn't have been. I mean, if Arizona would have lost this game by just them doing like all the things wrong, then I think that would have been surprising. If Purdue would have just beat them outright, then just like absolutely dominated, and then I wouldn't really be surprised. But Arizona did what they needed to do to win, and that's really all that matters at this point. It's just survive and advance, and Arizona still looks like. I mean, I don't know what the odds are exactly, but I would imagine they're still. Well, Michigan might be title favorites, but I would take Arizona. Yeah.
For sure, man. For sure. If you don't have any more takeaways from the Elite Eight or Final Four, or no, excuse me, Elite Eight or Sweet 16, I'm going to go ahead and say we go ahead and preview this Final Four. First off, you got Illinois and UConn, which I am thrilled to see. That game's going to be fun. And then you have an absolute cinema of Michigan and Arizona going at it. That game is going to bring some joy to some people,
Yeah.
for sure. Which matchup to you intrigues you the most, and what are you kind of expecting?
Easy. I would. Well, honestly, you know what? I said easy, but I think the most fun matchup. Man, honestly, both of them could be so good. I mean, Arizona Michigan is such a that's such a game we've been wanting to see all year. With these two teams, the best two teams in the nation, basically, that game is going to be insane to watch. I think it could go either way, honestly. Both teams are really good, and when they're playing at the best ball, nobody can beat them. And so I would love to see both teams play their best ball just to see what in the world could possibly happen. We know more than likely that's not what is going to happen, but man, that game will be interesting in that it just the best players on the floor basically in the nation. I mean, playing against the other best players on the floor. Like that will be so fun to watch. But I think at the same time, how can you hate on UConn and Illinois? Like honestly, like
You get like
that game is just that
that
game
one's
in
intriguing.
itself is intriguing, especially with the
Like,
comeback that UConn had to have. I almost feel like obviously I think Arizona is still a favorite, and I think Arizona can win it, but like I almost love UConn even more because of the fact that they came back down 19, and then they win on a buzzer beater. And I know most teams you would honestly say no. Like you would honestly think if they did get that far, they can't be the title favorite. Usually in a situation where you hit a buzzer beater like that and you go into the next game, you kind of come out a little bit stale, a little bit slow. I think UConn's the complete opposite. I think that's something that could absolutely fire them up, and they could go out there and I wouldn't even be surprised if they were to demolish Illinois. They're not. It's not going to happen. But like, I would not be surprised by that. I think UConn's a team that could take that comeback and that last shot win and just like snowball it in a good way to a national championship.
for sure. And that's, I mean, again, I'm pumped. Very pumped for this Final Four, and I'm thrilled that we get to watch this. But with that being said, as we go ahead and move on to our next line of discussion tonight, as many know now, Bruce Cassidy was fired from the Vegas Golden Knights with 8 games remaining in the regular season and replaced by Tortorella. I'm just gonna say this:
What do you think about it?
this is not the first time for Vegas. Okay, there was it was so confusing, yet it may have been a big move by Vegas. This is not a surprise
Mm-hmm.
to some. Like it's a surprise when we did this move, but this is not the first time that Vegas has just done something like this. Like when they got rid of Gerard, all of a sudden we got rid of Fleury for practically what felt like nothing. I mean, there was just a lot of moves that Vegas is. It's in Kelly McCrimmon's mind. This is a hey, we're gonna win now. So if you're not doing your job now, you're getting moved, and that's just simply how it goes in Vegas. Um, I will start off with kind of mentioning reports have come out that last year during playoff time there seemed to be a lot of tension in the locker room
Mm-hmm.
after the playoff series last year. We lost to Edmonton in the second round. I think there was a lot of frustration, and coming from a Vegas fan, I feel like maybe a little biased in what I'm saying, but we had a team to go win the cup. I mean, we were that good. I just felt like our play really dropped come playoff time. I didn't think we were at our best,
Mm-hmm.
and that really hurt.
Yeah.
But you look at what you go ahead and get John Tortorella to bring this energy back into Vegas. I mean, the season has been not been what Vegas fans expected. We've been slow play, turnovers, lack of physicality. Just the effort has not been there.
Yeah.
And so, Kelly McCrimmon just said, hey, we need to move on. We need to change. I love the move because I guess to me it shows like we're trying to win.
Yeah.
And that's encouraging to see. Bruce was a great coach, though. I think that doesn't need to get twisted.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce is an outstanding coach. He obviously led us to the cup. He's good.
Yeah.
Just things were not panning out at the end of the day, and that happens. And he can be tough to play for. He really can be. But again, like he was a great coach, great at what he did. He led us to the cup. But Vegas on to the new chapter now with Tortorella. He got a win on opening night of his first appearance as a coach. Won 4-2. He beat Vancouver. I'm very interested to see tomorrow night. We take on the Calgary Flames.
Mhm.
with 2 days of practice now. So there are 2 days of rest and 2 days off of game time. So I'm interested to see what we kind of have going into this game. Last game, I was very picky. I was a little judgmental at first. I didn't feel like we came off fast or played a lot of pop. First period was very slow. I think we turned it around. I felt like we really brought more energy in the second and third period.
Mhm.
Still some of the same stuff. I still felt like, again, first period were slow, still turning over the puck mightily. But I didn't want to get too picky because that was a quick change, no practice time for really John Tortorella. I feel like to kind of really see what he had. Now he's had these 2 days. I'm very interested to see kind of where he can bring this team going forward. But this was a big move at a big time in the season. Playoffs around the corner. You want to solidify your spot, and you want a chance to win the Stanley Cup. So I think the move was there, and you bring in a guy like Tortorella who can bring that energy. So it was a great move. I hate it for Bruce for sure, but that's just how Vegas is, man. Like, we're here to win,
Yep.
and we're going to make moves that make the organization the best. So
Sure.
huge news, and that was insane coming from Vegas.
Yeah. I mean,
So
yeah, pretty big.
it was huge. Caught a lot of people off. It caught myself off guard. I won't lie to you. All right. But now we shift on. We set sail to the PGA Tour. Tiger Woods, as many of you may know, was arrested.
Yeah.
I want to say it was DUI and property damage is what he was under arrested for. I looked it up, the pill names. I really don't want to try and read all these off. But let's just say it's illegal substances that he had in his pocket that should not have been there. Um, Deputy says he shows signs of impairment. They arrested him. I believe today he got relieved by a Florida court that he was allowed to leave the state. Am I correct about what that was?
Yeah.
So that's what the court granted him today. But this was big news and really devastating. Definitely prayers up for Tiger, but that was really hard to see again. I thought it was just a misprint of information or something. I really didn't believe it when I saw the newsfeed pop up,
Mhm.
but it was real, and it's very heartbreaking, especially because I mean we all know Tiger. I mean that's golf is golf is life for him. It's what he it's just what he does. He lives and breathes golf.
Mhm.
Chasing that one win away from leading an all-time win on the PGA Tour. But very heartbreaking to see from Tiger, and we pray for him and hope that all gets well for him down the road.
Yeah.
So we'll keep him in prayers. But now we're going to move to the Valero Texas Open this week. But before we do get there, Gary Woodland. Just let's clap it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. I did.
Let's clap it up. Gary Woodland, absolute
Love
weekend
it.
from the man. I mean,
Love it.
you want to talk about a moment on the PGA Tour, okay, that just put a smile on your face. I don't care that we got our picks wrong again. I really don't.
Yeah. I
Seeing
feel that.
Gary atop the leaderboard, man, what a moment. And I mean, man, what a day for Gary. I mean, oh man. He just had it, man. He just had everything rocking this weekend. He was seventh in strokes gained approach to green, 15th in strokes gained off the tee,
Mhm.
first in strokes gained putting, first in strokes gained total, seventh in driving distance, which is that we talked about that being a huge
Mhm.
factor. Second in greens to regulation, second in putts per green in regulation, and fourth in feet of putt made. Gary just had himself a week, my friend, and
He
it was
did.
very, very huge to see him kind of have the moment he did. I mean, you talk about just how the past few years have been for him, and to see him break through in the way he did, monumental is the word I'm going to use for it. What a day and what a weekend for Gary.
I mean, unbelievable weekend by Gary. I'm glad he could win, man. I really, really, really glad to see him winning. I mean, he just played phenomenal. He hits the ball a mile, especially for a guy his age, but he is insanely good at driving the ball and showed that this week. But then, I mean, all parts of his game obviously were on this week. I love the scene. Like walking down 18, obviously, Minwoo Lee, giving everybody to cheer for him was huge. Love that, and then obviously his post round interview was just, I mean, full of it. Like, man, you can't say there's not a happier guy out there right now. And you can't say there's not like a happier fan base for a guy to win because everybody loves to see Gary win this week. And if you didn't, there's a problem. Um, so
Yeah,
I mean, just great week for him.
yeah, man. I mean, I just seeing his name on top of leaderboard again was just again. I like just say monumental.
Yeah.
Just seeing that, just having him back up there was huge, and I was pumped when he caught the dub this week. So good for Gary, man. Happy to see you up
Absolutely.
top again, up top
Yeah.
of the golf world. We love, we love to see that.
For sure.
But now we head into this week, the Valero Texas Open. Your weather for the week. Well, there was some thunderstorms, man, and some rain on Saturday and Sunday.
Mm,
And that wind is going to be gusting.
mm,
We're talking whipping on in there.
mm.
Tell you what, rain makes the golf weather just phenomenal. Because who does not love to play golf in the rain? I mean, it's just beautiful. Is it not?
Uh, yeah, if you say so. I mean, can't really say I love it, but yeah, yeah,
Whatever keeps my boat afloat.
yeah, that's it.
For sure, man. But going into this week, let's talk about our previous winners: Brian Harmon, Akshay Bhatia, Corey Connors, JJ Spawn, Jordan Spieth. Level of diversity there. Some thoughts for me going into this week: strokes gained putting, always a big factor. Strokes gained approach to green, that's huge.
Mhm.
And a big thing for me this week: scrambling, which you can get around the green. That's gonna be a huge play this course this week. This week we are at.
Keep on
Oh,
going.
yes. Thank you. I'll
Course.
keep it right. It's right in front of my face right here. It's so beautiful. Oh Lord. But it's a huge week. I mean, and not even well, we got two more. No,
No, no, this
not
is
two
it.
more
This is
weeks.
one more. This is last week before we get to
The big
the
dog.
big show.
Hey, local golf club's holding a little TNL Master Scramble night. Might need to sign up and play our little Master Scramble we have at the golf course. That stuff's fun. We play from the front tees. You play a regular tees on par fours, but on the par threes and par fives, you play the greens, the good old front tees. So I might need to sign up just for the record. Might need to see what we can do there. But anyways, yeah, big week coming up. Obviously, one more week till the Masters. You know we will be on top of that, covering that. So you got to go check our videos out there. Go catch up, take a look, see what piques your interest. All the above, all that good stuff. But now we get into our odds for the week and some
Yeah.
names. For me, I'll give you a little list I have here, okay?
Mhm.
I got three guys. At plus 1,500, give me Tommy Fleetwood.
Mhm.
He's a guy on my list.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Robbie McIntyre.
Bring back. Okay.
Hey, he's got the game.
I like it.
And then one of the best scramblers, actually the best scrambler on the PGA Tour, Hideki.
I knew you were taking the Ducky. I just
I'm
know
going
it.
to
I
take
had a
Hideki
feeling.
Matsuyama. But I tell you what, man, I love Hideki at this golf course. I'm just going to say that. I'm loving it. But
Yeah.
Robbie's up there too, man. Robbie piques my interest. I will say he's kind of he's got me feeling some things. He got me having a good vibe for him.
I mean, hey, he's a good
I mean,
player. He can win
yeah, I mean,
pretty much anywhere.
yeah, I mean he's sixth in strokes game putting. That's
Yeah.
what I love to see. And then you got Hideki, who's great around the green though. So it kind of throws me in for a little whirl a little bit on what I want to do there. But I'm right there right now.
I mean, yeah, Hideki's up and down that good TBC San Antonio though. He got cut last year from that event. Other than the times he's been cut or withdrawn, he's played decently well. So
It's interesting for sure, but that's just kind of where I'm at, and where I feel like I'm at right now. But I never know. I like to think I know things, Jaden.
this is Brian McElroy's second time playing in this tournament.
Well, man, it'd be a good time to get a win, wouldn't it be? Now
I mean, true. I can't disagree with that one.
you really can't. You really can't.
Yeah.
Tell you what, man, I just it ought to be interesting.
So is
It'll
your
be.
pick to win this week, Hideki?
I haven't given you my pick yet. I'm just telling you who's on the table. You got to give your dark horse because what would it be if you didn't have a dark horse?
I do indeed have to go. Start off with a young guy, really young guy actually, new on tour just this year. He comes in at plus 5,000. He's a guy I really like. He played really well on the Corn Ferry Tour, obviously. Um, Johnny Kiefer. If you don't know who he is, then maybe you could go look him up. Specifically you Easton, because I know you don't know who it is. Um,
Hey,
but
buddy, watch your step in.
um, but yeah, I mean, he's played. He hasn't played great this year, to be completely real. Um, to start off the year, he was up and down, and then he missed three cuts in a row at the Coordinates the players in the Valspar. But then coming to Texas sparked something in him, and he placed T3rd in the Texas Children's Houston Open. He looked really good, and I mean, you can't deny looking really good, and then going to a course that fits his type of game. So um, I like him. I think he could win. Plus 5,000 is honestly not that much compared to I think what some people would probably think, especially since most people probably don't know him unless you watch the Corn Ferry Tour or know the upcoming players. Uh, so yeah, plus 5,000, Johnny Kiefer, and then at plus 4,000, you know this guy. Uh, This time I know you know this guy. Um, he's played really good this year. Not so much like I would say recently, he hasn't played like as good as he did during a stretch in the year, but hits off soon. Ryu, is it Ryu?
Rio Hisatsu.
Ryu? Okay. Yeah, hits off soon. He's placed T30th in the Valspar, T13th in the Players, so he hasn't played in a tournament in a couple of weeks, but he's played solid golf this year. He's been really good approach on the greens, which is what I like. Especially here, his around the greens has been good. There's nothing wrong off the tee for him, and so yeah, I mean the only thing I could stop him in his putting is his putting. When he plays not so great, his putting is really bad. I mean, this course, every course putting is obviously a big factor. but approach game is really a factor this week, and I think he can be really good, and he's really good with his irons and his wedges. So plus 4,000 isn't a bad bet. And then got two guys at plus 3,000. Obviously, my dark horses are always plus 3,000 or more. There's a lot of guys at plus 3,000 this week, surprisingly. But plus 3,000, first guy, we'll go. Actually, you know what? We'll keep my. Um, but first guy, Denny McCarthy at plus 3,000. He's been pretty good. Uh, he placed tied 18th last year, tied second the year before, tied 18th 4 years ago. Um, I did forget to mention Ryu's. He placed Q5th in this event last year too. That's the other reason why I liked him. But Denny McCarthy, he's had good history at this course. I mean, that's kind of what you need is good history at a course to, you know, give you a chance. And this is definitely one of those ideas. If I could actually pull this up, I would tell you his last couple of finishes. It's gonna let me. So yeah, I don't know what he's placed recently. Disappointingly enough, I was trying my hardest. Um, but plus 3,000, good history at the course. I like him. And then last but not least, Ricky Fowler, plus 3,000. He's obviously great with his irons, good with his wedges. I like it. By the way, finally did pull up Denny McCarthy. He hasn't played great this year. I knew that, but he did place T12 in Houston. Um, Again, something about Texas wakes some of these guys up, so I like it. And then, obviously, last but not least, Ricky, like I was saying, he's Ricky, man. I want to see him win. This event's kind of back and forth for him. T17th 2 years in a row, and then cut, and then T10th, and then cut, and then T30th. So, like, it's back and forth with him on how well he'll play at this course. But he hasn't played bad this year. He got cut from the Texas Children's Houston Open like it before that, and I kind of like to wipe that one away and kind of just say he's still got a chance. He obviously does. The man can win tournaments, and I think he'll get his hot streak back. Especially obviously wanting to be ready for the rest of the year, but wanting to get a win. So I like him. Plus 3,000 as well. So two guys at plus 3,000, one guy at 4, and one guy at 5.
I like it, man. Now, do you want to give your winner first? You want me to go first?
Um, Honestly, I kind of think we have the same winner.
Do we?
I think we do.
Should we go on the count of three and say at the same time?
Is it within your top three guys that you said?
It
Is it one of
is.
those? Yeah,
It
I
is.
think we do.
All
I
right, you
think we do.
ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Hideki.
Nope, Tommy. Tommy.
You want Tommy? So I'll say this.
I knew you were picking a Hideki. I said it. I called it. I knew you would.
Yeah, I was leaning towards Robbie. The issue with Robbie, his iron game has not been good, and that really scares me.
It has not been.
Like that's like his putting and short game around the greens for him. Like it's good. The numbers are great.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get to iron play, and it's like, well, that's great that he can get up and down from around the green, but
Yeah.
I need birdies.
Yeah.
Can't be missing greens, you know. So that to me kind of drew me away. But I love Hideki scrambling. He's got a good iron game,
Mm-hmm.
solid. He can putt.
Good iron game is kind of lackluster there. Not the word
It's a
to use.
lackluster word, but it's a solid iron game.
It's a great
Okay.
iron game.
Okay, pardon me. Great. Is that better? Is it up to your standards? It's a wonderful iron game that he's got. But I love Hideki's game. He was close this year at the Waste Management. I think he gets there this week at the Valero. Is it Valero or Valero?
Valero.
Valero.
Yep.
I
There
don't
you
know what I like to pronounce the E like an A,
go.
like Valero. That's on me. But I think he's got to have a big week. He's been close before. I think this week he gets it done, and so I'm gonna rock with Hideki. But you got Tommy. What you got with Tommy?
All spectrum tour. I mean, legitimately, I was just talking about it actually today with my lesson. Like, man, Tommy doesn't. I mean, his irons are so good. His irons are just his contact with them. It's never bad. Like he's so good, and that's what you need this week. It's just the approach game is going to be key. He knows how to do that better than anyone else on tour. So I don't see why he can't. He's played great this year. He's only played this event twice, and he placed, I think, like P5th 2 years ago, and then P62nd last year. But he's, I mean, just again, his irons are so good, and that's what you need. The only thing that scares me with Tommy is his putting. He has been, let's just say, not great putting this year. His last two events, he's losing strokes putting. Um, he lost a stroke just over. He lost just over stroke putting at the Arnold Palmer. That's just bad. Like that's really bad. And we know Tommy can go on hot streaks, like putting the ball, but also go on cold streaks and absolutely just suck at putting the ball, especially from Sunday. Sorry, Tommy. But like we know it can happen. I think he can get on hot streak, especially going into the Masters. This man wants to win the Masters here in 2 weeks. He wants to be as ready as he possibly can, and a win would definitely help that. That's why he's playing this week. I mean, I think he's got it in him. I think there's just no reason why he can't pull it off, other than maybe his putting. And honestly, that's it. Like, legitimately, that's the only thing.
For sure. I would like to also mention Tiger Woods. He will not be captain for the 2027 Ryder Cup team. I don't think we mentioned that earlier, but I will mention it now. He would not be captain for the Ryder Cup team.
Disappointed.
Very disappointed
I
there.
wish it was a April Fool's.
I do too, but it's not. But a big week ahead of us here. We'll be back Wednesday for a Masters preview. We will be ready and enthused for that one. That could be a pretty long show.
Hold up. Be getting tomorrow?
Well, I wasn't forgetting tomorrow,
He just
buddy.
skipped over, like, the next time we see him is Wednesday.
No, I was just letting everybody know, the good people, that golf got a good week here. We got the Masters next week. But we're not forgetting about tomorrow. You know I'm not forgetting about tomorrow. My notes. My notes are pretty thrilling for this week, man. I'm ready to spiel. Like, especially the stress meter.
Yeah,
Just I'm gonna be spieling, and I'm pumped by all
yeah.
means. But you get that video out tomorrow for everyone else watching. That'll be out tomorrow. Big week ahead. A lot of great stuff. Final Fours this weekend. Valero Texas Open. College baseball. Softball, if you love that. NBA's on. NHL's on. The
MLB's on.
playoff push is on. MLB is on
MLB's
opening
back.
day. A's are 1-5, baby. Let's go. Off to a good start.
The one game y'all won was against us.
Yeah, sucks to suck, doesn't it? Imagine losing to the
Oh,
80s.
we won the series.
You still lost the game. That's embarrassing. We were the last team
We just
without
have
a
to
win.
stay healthy, man. That's all the Braves have to do. Stay healthy.
I just want to tell you,
Stay
okay,
healthy, and
just
we win. We win the
keep
World
this in
Series.
your mind. Live with this for the season. That the
Yeah.
one team that didn't have a win, the last remaining team, you let them beat you. Think about that for a moment.
But that's not. I mean, that's not a big deal. Like, it's the early in the season.
It will be a big deal when you don't make the playoffs.
Okay. All right. Don't put that out there. Again, if we can stay healthy, we can win the World Series.
A key word there, buddy. If.
I know. I know. It's if. It's always been if. It's always if. What?
Uh,
What? 3 weeks from now, we'll have half the team missing. Knock on wood, but like that's just legitimately, that's what happens to us. We go from the healthiest, most impressive, most best team in the nation to yeah, now we suck because we're having guys pulled up from AAA for to play outfielder 5 times a week. Like,
yeah, man.
so,
It is what it is. But big week ahead. Go check that out. I will say in the future, I'm hoping this weekend. I'm going to try for Friday. If your schedule works with that, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I do want to go over the field of 64 projections for college baseball.
oh, why don't do tomorrow?
We could do it tomorrow. We could have it. Yeah, I think we can do it tomorrow. I do want to go over that because I think that's a big deal to kind of see where everybody's at now. Kind of talk about some teams that are on the bubble. Again, it's way too early, but it kind of gives you a picture. I think it is way too early, but
Love
I
them. I
like.
love them. And
But see, I love them because I like seeing the change throughout the year. Like I like seeing,
yeah,
it's like when we did the mock brackets or the bracketology.
yeah,
I like seeing all the teams, the first four in, first four out,
yeah.
flip around, some seedings. I think it's just good to keep that in your mind. It kind of just gives you an idea where everybody's playing and kind of talk about some interesting host sites. And we got a lot to go over tomorrow, though. So just know I'll be pumped and hyped for tomorrow's show. Go check that out. I will be getting a clip out tonight for the schedule to go watch because when we probably post it, some big series are going to be starting. So I'll get that out tonight on what to go watch. Some big ones out there for sure. So go check those out. Go follow us on our socials. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Amazon Music, Spotify. Said Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Amazon, Spotify, Threads. If you're feeling up for it, go check the
I don't
Threads
think there's
account, man.
anything on our Threads account.
But we,
All the
we gotta
info.
start posting there, man. We'll get there soon. But go follow us. Go show some love. Subscribe, like, comment, do as you please. And we hope to see you all tomorrow night.
Yep. See y'all tomorrow.